because we're baking today. Alright guys, today we are making my world famous hot cocoa cookies. I have never shared this recipe before, and everyone every year is always like, how do you make these? I want some. I used to have people literally show up at my house in high school just to be like, I want some of those cookies. People I didn't even know heard from like my friends and they wanted my cookies. I am cocky about my baking skills, and these are literally the best Christmas cookies ever. I made them for the first time about 5 or 6 years ago, and it's been a requirement for my family to make them every year. It's become the tradition. So with that being said, here's all the ingredients you need for my hot cocoa cookies. Here's a little backstory. My grandma's put up their aprons. They don't make the cookies no more. I stepped in and took their jobs. I am not an actual baker, so when it comes to technicalities, I don't really care. Like, they say to always do your wet stuff and your dry stuff, and then gradually, I just do it all together. I don't give a shit. So we're just gonna get into it. We do 1.5 cups of flour. Here's 1 cup. And then you got half a cup right here. So now we have 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Just gotta tap that sheet. I always leave such a mess. So we got 1/4 cup right here. Next we have half a teaspoon of baking powder. Got my little spoons here. Half a teaspoon. One of my nails fell off, so this is the nail I use now to open everything. I almost don't want to put that nail back on. It's been so convenient, because these long nails are just not it. Gus, you're gonna have to move, sweet boy. No, don't put your nose in there. I don't want to touch them again. I won't have to wash my hands. Got the baking powder. All right, next is 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Here's the 1/4. Here's my salt. 1 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I love brown sugar because it's always been so satisfying to me. You know, like those people that get like kinetic sand and they cut it? I used to always do that with brown sugar. So this is 1. Now where's my 1/4? Here it is. I'm the next Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart's a baker, right? Okay, good. I'm bad with names. All right, my favorite part, we got 3 eggs. I've always loved to crack eggs. I used to always ask my mom to crack the eggs and she wouldn't let me. Look at this, Mom. Flawless execution. No shells. Now I want to crack it on this. That one wasn't as satisfying. Good luck. What should I crack the 3rd egg on?
Your head.
Ah, it didn't work. I was expecting it to actually crack. That was so stupid. I don't know why I did that. What did I think was gonna happen? I thought it was just gonna do its hike. Well, everybody, the 3rd egg, I'm gonna just scoop it in. No. Oh, that was so stupid of me. All right, so I like to be very self-aware, and something I've learned about myself is once the camera's on, I act like an idiot, a total idiot. Let's crack it on this. Fun. Ooh, that was actually really nice because it went all the way in a straight line. That might be the move. All right, well, there we go. And now, lastly for now, is 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. So here's 1 teaspoon. I can't believe that egg is just sitting there like that. That was a perfectly good egg that I'm wasting. I should just scoop it up and put it on a pan and have an egg. All right, now we're gonna mix it. Simply do a simple task, like plug in my mixer. Okay. I just mix it till it looks good. I don't know. When you're gifted, you can do it just based off of the eyes. Mix it. All right. Now I'm gonna just leave that for a second because now we're gonna come over here. And I always like to do this step last because there's no point to warm this stuff up just to have it sit. So you're gonna do 12 ounces of chocolate, which is literally just a whole bag of like the medium-sized chocolate chips. So I'm gonna cut this open. Ooh, barnacles. Oh, barnacles! Okay, then 1/2 cup of butter. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Some recipes call for salted butter, some call for unsalted. I don't care. I just grab whatever stick butter I see first and it all tastes the same. We're gonna let that melt. Then I'm gonna take out my handy dandy spoon that has egg and salt all over it, and then I'm gonna mix that, and then I'm gonna pour it in there. While that's in there, I'm just gonna keep doing this. So it should be like a very doughy substance and very chalky. You can tell that once you pour the chicken, once you pour the chocolate in, it'll give it the moist substance that it was missing to really thicken that up. Since the butter will be on all the chocolate chips, now it'll melt evenly and it'll really liquefy and be great. I put it in the first time for 30 seconds. I'm gonna do another 30 seconds and see where it takes me. I don't really like chocolate chips for some reason. Yummy. I've never tried this without the chocolate. Let's see here. What does this taste like alone? Kind of gross. Alrighty. And now you just pour all that in. Yum. Now we mix it real good. Now there we go. This is already such a good texture. This is what we're looking for, boys and girls. Look at this. See, all that stuff on the sides was literally the equivalent to one whole cookie. The sides are important. So this is nice and mixed. I'm gonna take a little spoon to get the rest off of these little mixers, just because I don't want to waste a whole cookie. But pretty much from here on out, now you have to put this in the freezer. I normally do it for 2 to 3 hours because the more frozen it is, the less of a mess it is to roll them into balls to scoop them on the plate. So I always say for me 2 to 3 hours. So yeah, I'm gonna put this in the freezer. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm gonna put it in the freezer and I will see you guys back in 2 to 3 hours. Bye. Hi everyone. It's been 2.5 hours. I just woke up from a nap. Look at them.
You're so cute. Hello, sweet boy. Can I get a kiss? Thank you, honey.
So next step is you put your oven to 325. So now this should be the consistency of it. I'm just gonna do this for y'all. It should be really hard. Because now when you scoop it, it's gonna roll into balls way easier and it's not gonna be sticky. Because the substance of this before it's frozen is super sticky. Honestly, I have the little spoon that scoops it, the actual professional one. It doesn't really work for this because it's such a hard substance. So I just take a spoon out and I'm like, "Rah." And then you take it and you just roll it into a little ball. And then you just ploop it right here. And then you're just gonna keep doing that. I love doing this, it feels so good. It's like a little hand massage. All right, and this is the last one. So for these, there's really no rule of thumb. I just scoop out, I eye it. This is what it looks like in comparison to my hand, if you guys are wondering. It's hard to teach this because I just know, so I just kind of do whatever. So the oven is not quite preheated yet, so I'm gonna move on to the next step, which is no big deal because this takes time too. You need marshmallows. My favorite ones to use are just the normal size marshmallows. I'm sure you can work with any kind of size marshmallows, but these are just the most efficient to me. So I have 12 cookies right there. And this makes a lot of cookies. It barely made a dent. I'm gonna be able to do probably at least 4 trays of these. That's just off of one, serving size of ingredients, one full recipe. So I'm gonna take out 6 marshmallows and cut them in half. My hands are all chocolatey. But I don't even want to wash my hands because it's just going to get like this every time. So you cut them all in half. I just leave them there. So the marshmallows are all cut, the cookies are ready, and the oven is preheated. You put these in for 12 minutes. I'm just going to put these in. Uh-oh, we have a roll-away ball. You need to stay in your place, mister. Now the last step you have for making stuff, you have to make the little topping. So I'm going to get out a small bowl. About this size is good. I need to get out my powdered sugar and my cocoa. And vanilla. Uh-oh, pause, my cat wants an ice cube. He loves to play with ice. He prefers ice over other toys. Look at him go. Go get your ice cube. Which one? Which one do you want? He screams every day for ice. It's ridiculous. I've spoiled him. But I also feel like I haven't spoiled him because it's free. He doesn't even want toys. So am I a good mom or am I a bad mom? Comment below. So you need 2 cups of powdered sugar. Literally, it's just a bowl of powdered sugar. 1/4 cup of cocoa. My cat is having a ball with his ice cube. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla and 4 tablespoons of melted butter. I'm gonna just pop this in the microwave. While that's in the microwave, I'm gonna turn on the hot water so it can get really hot. Grab my small bowl. I'm gonna start with 30 seconds and see if that's enough. Once that's hot, you're gonna do 1/4 cup of hot water. 1/4, about there. Let's see if this is enough. Yep. So now I'm just gonna take a little fork and start mixing that. Pour in just a little bit of the hot water, but not all of it yet. I like to do it in portions because sometimes it can get slightly runny. So I always just add water as I go. And if you don't need all the water, I don't know, then you don't need all the water. This is the consistency so far. So I'd say pour yourself 1/4 cup of hot water, but don't pour it all in at once. Just kind of eye it because it's supposed to be thick like this. You don't want it to be runny. And a lot of the times when I've made this recipe, I've actually only had the correct thickness for the frosting to my liking, maybe 2 or 3 times. It's been super runny because I did what the recipe calls for, but like I said, just eye it. That's always the best thing to do because if I would have added the rest of this water, this would have been so runny. This right here is perfect. Oh, I'm so excited. There's still just...
repeat something you said.
I don't, Alexa. Who said Alexa? She's listening in on my conversation. Gotta get out all the little flour bubbles. And there we go. So I will tell you guys, while this sits out, it's gonna look like it gets crusted over. Literally all you have to do is stir it. It's always gonna stay the same consistency as long as you stir it. So don't be alarmed if you come back and it looks crusty. Like seriously, just stir it and it'll go back to normal. All right, we got about 4.5 minutes till the cookies are done before we do the rest of this stuff. So come back in 4.5 minutes. These are done, so you're gonna pull them out. They're not gonna be completely done yet because we're gonna put them back in with the marshmallows, so don't worry. Ooh, these are gonna be amazing. They smell great. So I always like to make mine a little bit smaller. If you want slightly bigger cookies, go for it, but I like smaller because these cookies are so sweet. Gotta do my oven dance. That's so annoying. These are like super, super sweet. So like one small one is actually good to satisfy people. And then you get like way more out of it, if that makes sense. Like I feel like way more people can enjoy these opposed to just a couple bigger cookies. So you just squish them in. And then when you squish them, they get bigger too. So there's that. I'm so sorry that my oven is so annoying, guys. Like obviously I know they're done. I think it's just trying to tell me that it's still hot after I took the stuff out. All right, so now you're gonna put these back in the oven for 2 to 3 minutes. I personally do 2 every time. 2 minutes. This 2 minutes goes by so fast. All right, I'm gonna turn the timer off, but I'm gonna keep the oven on because as you can see, I was just rolling more cookies. As they start to get a little less cold, they really start to make a mess. That's what I was telling you guys, they get really sticky. These are good now. You take them out, you're gonna leave them up here. Now, while they're still hot, you're going to drizzle a little bit of your little sauce on top. So here it is, it's the perfect consistency. This is what I was talking about, it gets a little crusty on top. You're just gonna stir it out and it's perfectly good. You're gonna take a little dazzle and just drip some on top, just like that. Perfect hot cocoa cookie right there. Beautiful, incredible. This sauce is extremely sweet, so less is more. I can't express that to you guys enough. Less is more. A little dazzle like this will make the cookie incredible, but if you do any more, it could honestly break the cookie. So keep in mind a little dazzle. You can always add more, but you can never take it back. Remember that. These are phenomenal. I can already tell. And there you have it. So now, depending on what's going on for the occasion, you can leave them just as is because they're obviously gorgeous cookies. But it's Christmas time for me now. I think this video is gonna be uploaded a little bit after Christmas time. These look good, and I was right. It made about 3.5 batches. Actually, it made 3 3/4 batches. I'm gonna take a bite. This one just came out of the oven, so it's like warm and gooey goodness. All right, let's see how it is. And the bottoms are like perfect too. These are flawless cookies, as usual. Oh my goodness. These are good. Run to your grocery store, get all the ingredients to make hot cocoa cookies. I'm telling you guys, you will not regret it. And you will be the biggest hit in the family. They're gonna love you. I love you guys. I hope this video was educational and you learned something today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Love you, bye.
Out the back, I take care of myself, no I don't need